Hey, let me know when you're ready to search. Okay. All right, good luck, Grease. It don't mean nothing, bro. It don't mean nothing to me. I mean, it helps, but it helps. But I don't play. I don't play. I don't play cheesy, so I don't spam players. So it's not like it's just who's ever open. Yeah. So.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two of the NFL's final unbeatens putting their records on the line against each other as we're underway. And this will be a touchback, so they're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He made taking away that quick slant look easy there, Brock, even in zone coverage.
Yeah, it is not an easy route to stop, and you have to have tremendous eyes. I talked to you, Kate, and everybody about anticipation as a quarterback. It's the same thing for a cornerback in zone. Anticipated that route. It was Johnny on the spot.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Go! Count 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go!
Throw here, third down. Skips it short of his man, and that brings up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
That was a miss, so he hung it out right at that upright. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
Dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
19 seconds.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 26. Down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
New set of downs from 37. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60. Hey, smash.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the slant. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get in on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Working now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All set to go now from the 35.
The 35-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got it in the red zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles! The Chargers parlay the interception into points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, they'll run. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing off the play fake. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick six.
I know you feel the same questions I do from people as Well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Chargers have an early lead. We're back to SoFi right after this. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. No throw, 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Breaks the tackle. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Straight ahead. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's tackled
In the playbook, find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him over the middle. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. The Jaguars into punt formation. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Roll.
Sending him on the dime. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
37-yard line.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Throw left side. Complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield on their own side. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That's completed out to the right. And gets this down to the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. Chargers currently on top here at SoFi. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Handoff now out of the gun. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. And goes to the hurry up here.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
No gain on the play.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. It's a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
This time it's a passing play. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. They're going play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
And the Chargers get home, and they drop him. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Looking to return from the 29. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return.
At their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll stick with the ground game here. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. So a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They go play action on 1st down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 32.
10 at the 32-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Jaguars nothing.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Well, come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
At the 60, at the 60. 79 Broncos. Go.
They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate. I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone. You got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up fourth and long. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. And they're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Hand off now from the gun. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking in the air here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Trap 6, 70 Timberwolf. Mustang 19. Get up.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. Well, he might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Sure, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Right up the gut. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Go.
They go to him again. And he's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they stall him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Catch made. That is an LA touchdown. The Chargers piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And they pick him off again! And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go,
Plowing up the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go! Cowboy 80. Ready?
Line up the design keeper. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Check. Fresno.
Now a give left side. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing now off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. The Chargers selecting to try for the field goal from 37 yards in the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
70 Lions.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to try another deep one here. And they pick him off again! And the Chargers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
The Chargers take over.